Greetings, I'm Dr. Pearl John and welcome to the Other 167. We continue our mini-series for the month of December, and today's title is Preparation, Making Room for Majesty. As we move deeper into December, we shift from that prophetic inspiration, ignition, and revelation to personal preparation. Before Christ entered the world as a baby in Bethlehem, God sent a voice from the prophet with a clear message. A man in the wilderness, not on a stage, a cry, not a choir, a man named John the Baptist, the forerunner of Jesus, the divine usher preparing humanity to welcome the Messiah. And his message was simple, strong, and startling. And what was the message? Prepare the way of the Lord. In Isaiah 43, Matthew 3, 1-3, we find preparation is not passive waiting, it is active welcoming. It is not merely clearing schedules, it is clearing space in our hearts, in our minds, in our homes, and in our habits, so Jesus has room to enter. So let's focus on preparation, making room for His Majesty. Let's lean in, and I'd like to focus on three key points. One, the wilderness, the wake-up call. God often prepares us in hiding, uncomfortable, and remote places. In Isaiah 43, a voice cries in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. And in Matthew 3, 1-2, John the Baptist preached in the wilderness. Notice where the preparation begins. The wilderness. God doesn't always begin His work in your comfort zone. Sometimes He begins in the confusing zone, the dry zone, the unpredictable zone. A friend once told me that the greatest turning point in his career happened not during a promotion but during a crisis. A market crash forced him to rethink everything. Burnout forced him to slow down. Silence forced him to listen. He said, my wilderness was not punishment, it was preparation. John's wilderness ministry tells us the same. God prepares us in the place we'd never willingly choose. Let me pull this into three key takeaways. One, wilderness strips distractions. You hear God more clearly when the noise fades. Wilderness shifts priorities. What seemed important loosens its grip. And wilderness shapes character. God prepares your heart before He fulfills His promise. For anyone feeling barren or broken, your wilderness is not the end, it is the beginning of preparation. Second, the clearing of clutter. Now, preparation means removing whatever blocks Christ's entrance. In Luke 3, 4-6, every valley shall be filled, every mountain made low, the crooked made straight. In Revelation 3:20, behold, I stand at the door and knock. John's imagery is powerful. Preparation requires clearing, leveling, removing, and ensuring the obstacles are eradicated. You cannot invite Christ into a crowded heart. Before a CEO arrives at a branch office, the staff spend days cleaning the boardroom, arranging the documents, clearing the old files, not because the CEO is picky, but because honor demands preparation. If we do this for human leaders, how much more for the King of Kings? Let me highlight for you three takeaways. One, clear the valleys. Lift your faith where it has fallen. Two, lower the mountains. Remove the pride, ego, and self-importance. Three, straighten the crooked. Align habits, attitudes, and priorities with Christ. You know what preparation means? Lord, I remove what resists you so I can receive you. Let me repeat that. Lord, I remove what resists you so I can receive you. This is not about striving, it's about surrender. Not perfection, but posture. Not legalism, but longing. This December, let Jesus find a heart with room, not a no vacancy sign. And thirdly, the room ready for the King. Preparation is not just removal, it is expectation and invitation. In Luke 1:38, Mary said, "Let it be to me according to your word." And Psalm 24:7 says, "Lift up your hands that the King of glory may come in." Now, preparation moves from cleaning to inviting, from removing clutter to making space for glory. Imagine preparing your home for a treasured guest, not just sweeping floors, but lighting candles, putting on fresh linen, choosing the best dishes. Why? Because preparation is an expression of anticipation. Mary's heart was not perfect, but it was prepared. She didn't understand everything, but she was available. And let me pull this to 3 key takeaways. Making space for the Majesty means expectation invites manifestation. What you expect, you prepare for. Availability attracts divine assignment. God fills what is open. And simplicity strengthens spiritual sensitivity. Remove the unnecessary to receive the eternal. Preparation is declaration. Lord Jesus, I'm ready for you. Would you say that? Let me pull this to a closure. The door is open. This December, God is calling each of us to embrace the wilderness as His classroom. Clear the clutter that crowds our souls and prepare the room where He will dwell. John's cry still echoes today, prepare the way for the Lord. This is not preparation from fear, guilt, shame, or duty. It is preparation from hunger and hope and expectancy and love. So today, pray this simple but powerful prayer. Jesus, I make room for you. Enter every part of my life. When you prepare the way for the King, He prepares the future for you. This is Pearl John signing off The Other 167. Thank you for watching The Other 167. We continue our series next week. Until then, have a wonderful week ahead. God bless.